And right now, there's an investigation into nearly a dozen D.C. funeral homes. Undercover shoppers from the city attorney general's office went into the homes, and they say they found evidence that funeral directors are breaking local and federal laws designed to protect grieving families. Our Bruce LeShan reports it is just the latest sign of trouble in D.C.'s funeral home business.
Police raided the Austin Royster Funeral Home in Northwest D.C. last month, removing more than 100 bodies and cremated remains from a storefront the city says was operating without a business license or a funeral director's license. Family members say Austin Royster literally stank.
Like ammonia and
trying to cover up the death smell.
They say their loved ones were treated terribly.
There was no makeup on her. It was horrible.
Investigators say Austin Royster may have been the most egregious, but the Attorney General's office is now sending out letters to 9 of the city's 38 funeral homes, demanding changes and threatening legal action, suggesting that they may have been padding prices and taking advantage of grieving families when they are most vulnerable.
We were irate. I can't tell you the amount of pain and emotional trauma that these folks are under.
Funeral homes are supposed to display a price list so families can easily see how much burying their loved one will cost. But investigators say several homes left out critical items. They are also required by federal law to let consumers use caskets purchased elsewhere, including online. But several homes told undercover shoppers that those coffins were shabby.
That, in fact, is a consumer protection violation.
One of the 9 funeral homes tells us it is already moving quickly to fix the problems. In D.C., Bruce LeShan, WUSA 9.
Most of those remains seized at the Austin Royster Funeral Home are still being held at the medical examiner's office. Legally, they can only be released to a licensed funeral home, but the city's trying to figure out a way to get them back to their families without those families having to pay for funeral services twice. We have links in our app to help you navigate the funeral services industry.